When you think of castles, what comes to mind? Maybe stone fortresses on hills in Europe, built to keep enemies out. But in Japan, castles were more than just walls. They shaped cities, politics, and the lives of the people who built and protected them. Each castle has its own story. Some were built to show power, some to protect, and some to impress with peace and beauty. Today, we'll visit 3 very different castles. Osaka Castle, where a poor farmer's son showed his power to the world. Himeji Castle, a white bird that hides clever tricks in its beauty. And Nijo Castle, a peaceful palace where the samurai era quietly came to an end. By the end, you might never look at a Japanese castle the same way again. Let's start with Osaka Castle, one of Japan's most impressive landmarks. If you visit Osaka today, you'll see its tall tower rising above green trees, surrounded by huge stone walls and moats. It's right in the middle of a busy city, a piece of history standing beside modern skyscrapers. Long ago, this castle was built by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi was born a poor farmer's child with no noble blood. But through hard work and smart moves, he rose to become the most powerful man in Japan during a time of endless wars. To show his power, Hideyoshi built Osaka Castle bigger and stronger than anything people had seen before. He made thousands of workers haul massive stones, some weighing over 100 tons, from faraway places, by hand. The high stone walls made enemies think twice before attacking. But Hideyoshi wanted more than walls. He added golden roof tiles and shiny gold ornaments called shachi, giant fish that sparkled in the sun. They told everyone, the man who lives here rules the land. After Hideyoshi's death, Osaka Castle became the center of battles. It was burned, rebuilt, attacked again. When Japan modernized, many castles were torn down. But the people of Osaka refused to lose their symbol. They rebuilt it in the 1930s using concrete so it would last. Today, you'll find elevators and museum exhibits inside the old stone walls. From the top, you can see all of Osaka's skyscrapers, trains, and neon lights, mixed with the stones that have stood here for centuries. Osaka Castle is more than an old fortress. It's proof that people chose to protect their past and let it live alongside the future. Next, let's travel to Himeji Castle, often called Japan's most beautiful castle. People also call it the White Heron Castle because its bright white walls and layered rooftops look like a big white bird ready to take flight. From far away, Himeji Castle seems like something from a fairy tale. In spring, cherry blossoms add a soft pink frame. In autumn, red and gold leaves surround the roofs. Even in winter, the white walls blend with snow, making the whole castle look like it's floating. But this beauty has a purpose. The thick white plaster walls protect the wooden parts inside from fire and heavy rain. If you look closer, you'll see the rooftops are curved in special ways. This helps rainwater flow quickly and makes the castle stronger during earthquakes. Himeji Castle's history goes back hundreds of years, but its design still surprises people today. When you walk around, you'll notice the gates and paths twist and turn like a maze. Himeji Castle was the first place in Japan to be registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's also a national treasure. Himeji Castle shows us that strength and beauty can live together in one place. Our final stop takes us to Kyoto, to a place that doesn't look like a castle at first, Nijo Castle. When you think of castles, you might picture tall stone towers and steep walls built for battles. But Nijo Castle is different. From the outside, it looks more like a grand palace surrounded by wide moats and peaceful gardens. Nijo Castle was built by the Tokugawa shoguns, Japan's top samurai leaders, as a special residence when they visited Kyoto. It wasn't made to fight big battles. Instead, it showed power and authority through beauty, luxury, and careful design. Inside, you won't find a huge tower rising into the sky. Instead, you walk through long wooden corridors that connect elegant rooms decorated with painted sliding doors. The floors are called nightingale floors. When you step on them, they make chirping sounds like birds. These squeaks weren't a mistake. They warned the guards if someone tried to sneak in. But behind this calm beauty is a turning point in Japanese history. In 1867, the last shogun, Tokugawa Yoshinobu, gave up his power and returned control of the country to the emperor. This single act ended over 250 years of samurai rule and started Japan's journey into the modern world. Nijo Castle reminds us that sometimes the biggest changes don't happen with fighting or noise. but with a quiet decision and a peaceful palace. From Osaka Castle's massive stone walls and the golden details that once shone in the sun show the power of a man who rose from nothing, to Himeji Castle's white wings that blend beauty and hidden strength, and Nijo Castle's quiet halls where the samurai era ended without a single sword drawn. Today's skyscrapers and busy trains surround old stone moats and castle towers. The old and the new live side by side. So when you visit Japan, don't just look at these castles from afar. Walk through their gates, feel the old stones under your feet, and imagine the voices of samurai, shoguns, and townspeople who walked there centuries ago. Power, beauty, and peace. 3 castles, 3 missions, 1 story that still lives on. Which one will you visit first? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.